Hello students, in this video I am going to tell you about the transportation in plants. So students, first of all we should know what are the tissues or cells which involved in the transportation in plants. So there are two types of complex tissues, xylem and phloem, which is responsible for the transportation in plants. So the as you know, the plants never move and they contain a large amount of dead cells in their body. Hence they need lesser amount of energy as compared to the animals due to their locomotion nature, because they do not move at all. As a result, the plants need a slow transport system, and two tissues help in this slow transportation system. So, as we know that both plants and animals have transport system to transport materials from one part to other. Other part of body or cell, you can say. The plants have two modes of transport system, and first thing, to absorb water and minerals. As you know, plants need water and minerals to grow. And the second, what is the second? Second, to distribute food. So first is to absorb water and mineral, and second one is the to distribute food. For absorb water and mineral, there is a special tissue known as xylem is present in the plant for this very system. And this absorb water from root to the leaves, from root to the leaves. And to distribute food, why it is written to distribution? Because in leaves there is a process known as photosynthesis, in which they can make their own food. So once the food get ready, it should be distributed, and these distribution or occur by means of the tissue known as phloem. So this xylem and phloem is responsible for the distribution of mineral, transportation of mineral and nutrition into the plant. So as we know, unlike animals, some materials pass in and out of plant through diffusion. This is the main process, you can say. And for rapid gaseous diffusion to occur, the plant possesses what's the structure? Stomata and lenticels. Lenticels mostly occur in case of woody plants. And during the daytime, the photosynthetic organ contains carbon dioxide from outside by diffusion, and the same is used for synthesis of food. As you know, in atmosphere CO2 is present, and it is get utilized by the plant in the process of photosynthesis. So oxygen is released as a byproduct. As we know, in photosynthesis, what is the byproduct? That is the oxygen. It passes out of the plant by diffusion, and simultaneously means साथ साथ a lot of water vapors also pass out, and other materials, as we know, as I told that there is some minerals also needed by the plant. So what are that mineral? So other mineral required for building plant body are also obtained from soil, and these minerals are nitrogen, phosphorus, and other minerals. So nitrogen and phosphorus is very much needed by the plant. So the manufactured food is passed to all parts for utilization and storage. As I told you that in photosynthesis food is formed, so it should get distributed for utilization as well as for storage. So there is a tissue known as phloem is present, which is responsible for this. So if I am asking about why the transportation system is necessary in plant, why? So what should be the answer? So first reason is it is the soil in which the water and mineral remain present, hence it could be absorbed easily. Obviously, you can see here, this is a plant. Let's suppose that this is a plant. These are the root hairs. If we cut only this portion, if we cut the section of this portion, we can see the structure is like this. These are the root hairs, soil, and in soil there is water present, water and mineral. This is the once you cut the section of the root, you can see that the outermost layer is the epidermis, which is commonly known as epiblema in case of root. Then there is a cortical cells, then there is endodermis, pericycle. This is the vascular bundle which has xylem, and these are the phloem. So water and mineral get absorbed by the xylem. So what should be the pathway? Like this, and by this it get to the hair, and with the help of transpiration system it will vaporize. So it is the soil in which the water and mineral remain present, and it could be absorbed by the plant very easily. So the absorption of these materials occurs through a part of the plant which is in direct contact with the soil. And which part is it? It is in the direct contact of the soil. Obviously it is the root. And for higher distances between roots and leaves, maybe the plant height is very high, so only diffusion is the only method by which the water get in. So for higher distances between roots and leaves containing organ meant for manufacturing food, so diffusion process could not be sufficient. If the plant height is very much high, then only diffusion process is not could not be sufficient to providing raw material in leaves and energy in roots. So these process could have been sufficient in, for you can say, for shorter distance only. Diffusion process is most prevalent for the shorter distance only, not for the if the plant height is so much high. So there must be some another process. So and this conduction we will discuss in next video. First we should see what are the speciality of xylem and phloem. So in xylem there is a four parts: xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma, xylem tracheids, xylem vessels. But the conducting elements are tracheids and vessels. So you have to remember these two. Tracheids and vessels are responsible for conduction. Then in phloem there is a sieve tubes which is responsible for the conduction of the not you can say transportation or translocation of food into the plant. So this is all about the xylem and phloem and how it works. See again this diagram. So in next video I will going to explain.